Good day, lovely viewers. My name is Angelo, and this is Nation Voice Tower. We want to establish few facts that we have grips on. All right. Yes, our informants have been bringing out lots of information, and I feel this should be made to the general public. Yes, this information, lots of them are very high profile information, but because we all in this and because we're all involved in the pursuit of a new Nigeria, we must share this information. All right. Now, news reaching us, I gave you earlier updates that the judges have allegedly jetted out to France, Paris to be precise, and I brought you updates again that there was no one to sign the copy of the judgment, and that was supposed to be availed to the council, to the Labour Party, and the PDP. All right. Yes, although we're hearing something news that that sounds like something like some copies are out and all that, but we're yet to confirm that. So, in the wake of that, another update has touched our table. This particular information is very agonizing and is breathtaking. All right. I can't believe the Nigerian judiciary is this rotten. All right. So please, I guess, and I bet you would not expect what I'm trying to say right now, because this judiciary or these judges in the tribunal, I think they have done the worst. All right. So please pick a seat and pay attention. All right. Now, I'm using this opportunity also to place a massive call to the lawyers of the People's Democratic Party, the PDP, and the council, to the Labour Party, so that they would ensure that the judges don't doctor the copies of the judgment in any way. The original copies, not the ones we're seeing. Yes, because that is the main copy that they are supposed to tender for the appeal in the Supreme Court. Because our informants and information reaching us is saying that the judges of the tribunal, led by Justice Haruna Samani Simon, are planning to doctor the judgment. Why? Now listen. I told you they have been delaying to sign it, right? That is why they jetted out to France, allegedly. Why are they playing the delay tactics game? Why are they planning not to sign for now till they come back? Because there are reasons behind it. Apart from the fact that they try to play a delay game for the 14 days stipulated constitutional time, they are also allegedly trying to, they are trying to establish a false fact. How? They are trying to doctor the judgment because they have found lots of irregularities in this judgment. Now listen to our source. Lawyers of the PDP and the Labour Party must demand the recordings, that is the video and the media recordings of the judgment by the tribunal, because information reaching our table few minutes ago says that the tribunal judges have plans, utmost plans, to doctor the judgment they read out on Wednesday, the 6th day of September 2023. This particular judgment, the same judgment that affirmed Bola Ahmed Tinibu as president and dismissed the case and petition of the Labour Party and the People's Democratic Party. They are trying to doctor this judgment because they have found out that the judgment is said to be filled with inconsistencies. When they were reading it in court, they didn't know that they were contradicting themselves. The judgment has been filled with inconsistencies. Our informants said that the judges have found out, and they now know that most of the elements in their judgments contradicts the position of the Constitution and the Electoral Act and cannot stand judicial scrutiny. Hence, the reason why they need to doctor this judgment. This is the kind of judicial system that we run in Nigeria. We thought we were trying to build up a government of transparency, a government of clarity, a government of straightforwardness, and right now we are now back to the same point we were. Lots of years ago we had we really had a grip on the judiciary. Yes, and at some point, many years back, the judicial system was rotten, and right now it is going back to that rotten state that was formerly known. The same rotten state that made lots of nations and international communities cast a large cloth and veil of doubt on the Nigerian government system, Nigerian political system, and the Nigerian judicial system. This is a very sad occurrence, because I feel cold saying all this right now. We will keep on putting our eyes on the judiciary. There is nothing they will do. They will not be able. They have made the first mistake, and we will continue to keep tabs on them so they don't make us go into extinction. Right? That is that on that particular update. In another development, the Labour Party chairman, Barrister Julius Abure, has come on air to address obedience and Nigerians that care. Like, yes, I'm using the word Nigerians that care because, let me deviate a little. In front of the Court of Appeal, or some meters away, or some kilometers away from the Court of Appeal, on 6th day of September, Wednesday, 2023, I saw lots of people pledging support for the APC and Tinibu. Are they not in Nigeria? Are they not suffering? Are they not having a taste of the hardship? Don't they stand for truth and social justice? Who are these people? Are they Nigerians really? Are they really Nigerians? So I felt like, okay, these people are, okay, if they are Nigerians, that means maybe they are getting a bigger part of the share of something, or I don't know. These people were looking impoverished. That means whoever paid you to come and stand here and pledge support for Tinibu could not even change your lives. Alright? So that is the reason why I'm using the word Nigerians that care. Yes, Nigerians that care. So Julius Abure has directed this particular speech or this particular interview to Nigerians that care and obedience. Alright? He has told everybody in Nigeria that cares about a good governance and a good political system and a new Nigeria to please take heart and have hope, because he believes that they are a step away from recovering Nigeria. All right, he's banking on the Supreme Court, which he feels has a high degree of consistency and credibility. All right, and transparency, if you can say that. All right, so I'm telling you for free that you should believe Julius Abure, because we know that the Supreme Court can actually do things that are quite credible and transparent. We just hope that they don't fall short of our expectations this time around. Next video on your screens is Julius Abure, where he gave a ray of hope to Nigerians and obedience alike. Stay tuned.
Well, let me start first by appreciating all our supporters, Labour Party members, the obedient movement, for their immense support towards the Labour Party. First, out of their support for the party, we have in our kitchen today a governor, we have 35 House of Rep members, and we have 8 distinguished senators and several House of Assembly members spread across the state. Our participation in the 2023 general election no doubt changed the political landscape in the country. All these achievements of the Labour Party could not have been achieved were it not for the support of members of the public, the obedient movement, and well-right-thinking Nigerians who genuinely wanted change for the country. I'm indeed very appreciative of their efforts, of their contributions, financial, their moral support, and they are coming out to even vote for the party in the presidential election, which we believe that we won. Irrespective of whatever the tribunal has said, I want to admonish and appeal to our people that we should not be daunted at all. Nelson Mandela, in his book, A Long Walk to Freedom, said, and I quote, that every step we take leads us to our freedom. Today in the words of Mandela, I tell our people that every step that we take leads us to the taking back our country, to the taking over, to the taking back of Nigeria. Even the judgment itself, that is not even in our favor, is also a step towards reclaiming our country. It's a step towards making Nigeria to work. I'm therefore admonishing all our supporters not to be discouraged at all. We are preparing our papers. We are definitely going to move from here to the Supreme Court. We have protested, and they said, don't protest, go to court. We are in court. All eyes are in the judiciary. For us as a party, we are going to sustain this momentum. We also call on all our supporters to sustain this momentum, to take over a country and to reposition it for greatness is not an easy task. But I'm happy that we have started, we have put our hands on the plow, and will definitely not look back. I'm therefore admonishing our supporters to remain committed to the party, to remain committed to the movement, to remain committed to Nigeria. Nigeria belongs to all of us, and it must definitely work.
Okay, you've heard it from the chairman of the Labour Party there. There is nothing we need right now like hope. Yes, there is nothing Nigerians need right now like hope. And I will say precisely, if you ask me, I will tell you that whatever happens in this judgment, or whatever has happened in the Court of Appeal, should not, be a cause of, or be sort of a depression to any Nigerian. All right, we need to stand strong. If we need to take back this country, we need to stand strong. We need to fight. When I say fight, I don't mean the physical fight. We need to fight legally, all right, to pick this mandate back. Because if we don't do this, we are not saying this because we are in support of any candidate or anything. We are saying it because we want the right thing to be done. If it were Bola Tinibu that lost the election in a very, very, deceptful manner, for example, to somebody else, he would not hesitate in going to court. Any court, in fact, he will go to the court outside Nigeria to reclaim his stolen mandate if this mandate were to be stolen from him. But now, because he's not in that shoe, he's trying to tell people to accept the fate. His followers, like Yahya Bello, are telling people to accept their fate and join hands and build Nigeria. Who does that? Who does that? So it is when the bush is on fire that the chameleon will learn to run fast. Seriously. So I have seen lots of video clips online, on the internet, of Nigerians, especially one person I saw recently, I think in the northern part of Nigeria, or thereabouts, or in Abuja or so. I'm not sure. I saw the video from Nigeria. I saw a young man committing suicide. He committed suicide. He fell off a pole deliberately, all right, because he felt he was tired of the judicial system in Nigeria. He felt he was tired of governance. He felt he was tired of the political instability in Nigeria. How many more people like this would lose their lives because they have lost hope? How many more people like this would leave the world abruptly because they have seen little or no light from this government or from this administration? In as much as it is sad to say, we hope that these things don't get worse. The international community is watching. Now, finally, I will avail the video of Barrister Mike Ozekome, one of the counsels to the People's Democratic Party in the just concluded Presidential Elections Petitions Tribunal at the Court of Appeal. Now, he has a message for Bola Tinubu and the judges in the tribunal. Although he didn't come out plain, but he's a lawyer, so when he speaks with a large pool of wisdom, all right, an enormous pool of wisdom, all right. He used the situation in Gabon to give an example to the Nigerian administration and to the judges of the tribunal. What he said is very, very emotional, but it is the truth. So I would allow you to listen to Mike Ozekome so that you will understand that there are people in the judicial system that are not really corrupt. Yes, what he said is a direct call to Bola Ahmed Tinibu, his cohorts, and the tribunal judges. This is a direct call to them, even though he used Gabon, but this is a direct call to them. When you listen to this video, or when you watch it, you will know that this is referring straight to the judges and Bola Ahmed Tinubu. This government, this administration is a very, very wrong administration filled with inconsistencies, irregularities, and lacks credibility and competence. Please, let me allow you stay tuned for Barrister Mike Ozekome, Senior Advocate of Nigeria. Stay tuned.
The case of Guinea, for example, a family being in power for 57 years. Are you the only family in Guinea? Are there no other Guineans? What gives you the right to think that the sun rises and sets in your household alone? It is this kind of seat-tightist approaches to governance, aided by misgovernance, corruption, opaque governance, directionless, hunger, thirst, melancholy, and social disequilibrium that make people to rise up and take up arms against their leaderships. Such taking up of arms, to me, against oppressors who masquerade under the thin guise of leaders, changing their constitutions at will to accommodate further terms. I do not regard it as a coup d'etat. I regard it as good riddance to bad rubbish.
Mike, also a comment there. Son, yes, you heard it yourself, and that is what is happening, all right? So please, in as much as I have been seeing comments from the comment section, people are saying there is nothing we can do about it. Nigeria must be reclaimed someday, all right? We can't continue to live like this, in penury, in suffering, in hardship, okay? Experiencing lack of inconsistent governance, lack of credible, agencies, lack of competent leaders, all right? So we can't continue like this. Other countries at our level are not suffering like this. Most of them are gearing towards development and gearing towards attaining the stage of a developed country. But we're here for a number of years, for donkey years now. We've celebrated year after year independence, but we have nothing to show for it. Let's hope Nigeria is reclaimed and the mandate is brought back. Thank you so much for staying with us. Please, I would like to appreciate our most lovely viewers for all the good job you've been doing, for the subscribers, for the sharing of these videos, for the comments you drop for us in the comment section, for liking our videos. Okay, I would urge you to please do more, because we're here for each other, all right? We will never stop, and I know and I trust you that you will never stop. Please make sure this video goes viral. Thank you so much. Subscribe to this channel and tap the notification bell. Just do these things so that we will get to go viral, and you will know that we will be relentless in giving you useful, authentic, and very, very capable information. All right. See you next time. Bye.